From a gender perspective, how is South Africa doing through the representation of boards?
In South Africa, we're leading the pack. We're on average 17% to a global average of 10, so that's the good news. Africa, of course, is probably closer to the 10%, so there's definitely some room for improvement.
What are the factors contributing to such little female representation on boards?
Well, firstly, I don't believe that there isn't a pool of talented women. I mean, there are a number of very competent and able women available out there. We simply need to increase the pool if we're going to make a real impact in the future. There are some recruitment practices which contribute to the low numbers. Things like looking at number of years of experience rather than capabilities and attributes, I think, certainly adds to that. There is a super talent pool, and we just need to accelerate women coming through the ranks at executive level. And we have over 30% women at executive level. That's your obvious pipeline to move into board roles. And so those are the individuals that need to be accelerated through to enable them to serve on boards.
What would you say are the benefits of having a more gender diverse board?
In a recent survey by Credit Suisse, who surveyed over 2,000 companies, there was clear trend that diverse boards or gender diverse boards in fact perform better financially over a fairly long period of time. So there is a real base of evidence to support not only gender diverse boards, but diverse boards all round.
Are there enough qualified women to take senior leadership positions in South Africa and Africa?
Our African-focused board preparedness program does exactly that. It looks for young upcoming talent, puts them through a really extensive program, and actually provides the pipeline of women directors for the future. We have board-ready women right across the continent and a pipeline of very talented women who, with very little investment, will become the directors of tomorrow.
The European Union are looking at quotas regarding genders on boards. Do you think South Africa should be looking at quotas as well?
In South Africa, we already have 39 pieces of legislation or gender-friendly legislation. The first, of course, and probably the most beneficial for women in South Africa, the BEE codes or BEE regulations, which have encouraged not only gender at executive, senior management and board level, but also supporting women entrepreneurs, and so kind of it's been very beneficial for the whole gender, advancing the whole gender argument in South Africa. The sad truth is that in countries that are doing particularly well around gender, like the Nordic countries, they've had a legislative framework and quota systems in for some time, and they are leading the way. And it does seem to be a requirement before companies respond, and I really don't believe it has to be.